Welcome, everyone. We're grateful for you to be here today. We will be presenting copies of the document before you in a few minutes. This is the administration's budget hearing to review with each office, which if in the case of an elected official, or department in the case of department directors. And we're grateful for the input you'll provide to us. Fundamentally, we need the answer yes or no. And we will proceed by account number, which begins with City Council. And then I will present on behalf of the mayor's budget, because she asked me to. And then we'll move forward through numeric order of each department. Okay? Thank you. Okay, we'll start with Treasury, since the city treasurer, elected treasurer is here, Mr. Dan Miller. He has his budget before him, and he'll be presenting and discussing. Thank you.
Thank you, Marita. As you are aware, the city treasurer is elected citywide. It's an independent office. We are on, in the organization chart, we are on the same line as the mayor. We are not under administration. Our position has been for several years that our budget should go untouched directly to City Council. Unfortunately, that has not been the situation. Every year we present a budget, administration changes it, and then presents it to Council. So we're objecting, we're saying, no, this is not our budget. We want our budget to go directly to Council, untouched, and we believe that's how it should be. We are not in any way under administration. What I'm really here again about is another issue, and this is the issue of staff salaries for our deputy treasurer. Last year, she, who is a highly qualified, highly knowledgeable person, did not receive the raise that we budgeted. She did not even receive the raise that was budgeted by City Council. And that was a failure of the mayor to sign the payroll action form. So that meant that Celia Spicer did not get a raise this entire year. And now I see, could I wait to have you, could you please pay attention to what I'm saying? Because this is important. This is important for one of our most important people in this city, who's most knowledgeable, has the most experience. And this woman is basically getting screwed. As I said, she didn't get a raise this year, even though it was the raise, not even the minimum raise that was budgeted by City Council. And that was a failure of the mayor to sign the payroll action form. And so now when I see this year, you're giving her the same raise at the same base from last year, that means she's missed an entire year. So I think at the total minimum, I mean, even if you give her increase her base pay to what it should have been for this year, which was going to be like another $1,700, it's not that much. She should, she's making about $90,000. She's still missing the entire raise for this whole year. She's getting no back pay on that. This is unconscionable. This is because the mayor has a personal vendetta against the deputy treasurer. And I'd like you to make that change. We're saying no to this budget, and we think in the future we will welcome to work with administration in providing a budget, but we do not want them to manipulate our budget in any way. It should go directly to Council. Council has a choice to approve it or not approve it and make any changes they want. Administration does not.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Okay.
Okay, next I will present the mayor's budget. I just need a minute for Mr. Brooks to bring that up.
There you go.
Okay.
Grand total is the 660 right here. $660,645.18.
The mayor's budget is before us right now. The total is $660,645.18. I met with the mayor and her assistant, Deb Robinson, today. They asked me to present this before you. She's in full agreement with this presentation, and unless anybody has any questions, we'll move forward on to the next department. Hearing none.
Moving along. It would be, let's go controller. Anyone for controller?
No one for the controllers present.
Okay. Solicitor?
Mr. Solicitor?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Neil. Thank you for coming and presenting.
Sure, I did get a chance to look at the final documents that we received, both on personnel and the budget. As those documents are, those are sufficient for the Law Bureau. I will note there's probably 4 line items related to the Law Bureau elsewhere in the budget that we didn't have visibility to. So I can't tell you that they have the right number in them because I couldn't see them. One is the salary for collections paid out of neighborhood services. One is some filing fees paid out of neighborhood services for liens, and there are 2 settlement funds that go into the budget. And so I assume they're there, but I haven't seen them. If they're not there, when I see the whole budget, I would come back and talk with you folks.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next budget we'll be reviewing is the business administrator.
What's up?
I understand, thank you. Mr. Dan Hartman, the business administrator, has asked me, the Director of Budget and Finance, to present for him. His total budget is $266,202. I had a chance to speak with him today and the mayor today, and we're all in agreement that this budget may move forward as proposed. Thank you.
Financial management?
The next budget is the financial management budget. The grand total is $985,223. There is a minor adjustment in the budget, but the grand total will not change. So I spoke with the mayor about it. She made a minor change about 2 hours ago. We didn't have a chance to get it fully executed here, but it will be. It's a very minor change, and it doesn't change the bottom line. So according to the mayor and the business administrator, this particular budget presentation is accepted. Thank you. The next budget that we'll be looking at is grants. I don't know if Ms. Fulmer is here. Okay, since she's not and I supervise her, I'll go ahead and present this. He'll be bringing it up here in a second. Thank you.
$45,782. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the grants budget is before us. As you,
Okay.
just 1 second, please.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you. I did speak with Ms. Fulmer this morning. Unfortunately, she had something come up that she wasn't able to attend. She was going to try to make it down, that's why I was double checking. Her total budget for the grants administration is $171,556. And she and I, again, had the discussion this morning, and this is presented to you and is approved by she, and we'll move forward then with the next budget. Thank you.
Communications.
The next budget is communications. Asher's going to speak on behalf of the department. Asher?
Thank you, Ashley.
How's it going? Yeah, so our total budget is $100,000, $171,556,000. That is the total. Director Maisel has a personal matter he
Wait
is
a second.
attending to today.
That's-
Yes,
Hold on, you didn't bring the right one up, so.
It's still holding.
It's still holding the prior budget, I thought so.
Gotcha.
So,
sorry.
excuse
No
me for
problem.
interrupting you, Asher, our apologies.
that's all right.
There we go.
Do you
That
wanna-
makes more sense.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry
you.
about that. My
Thank
No
you very much.
problem.
Excuse us all for that error.
That's
Please,
totally fine.
go for it.
You can, do you want to read that number out loud so I don't make a fool
Sure.
of myself again? That'd be
Sure. So the communications total budget is $455,782. I did have a chance to speak to your superior today. He's unable to make it, but go ahead.
Correction, 445,782.
What did I say?
455.
Oh, I'm sorry, 45,782, I'm sorry. Thank you for the
That's
correction.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Asher.
No problem.
This is IT.
Since Mr. Bortner is on vacation, the IT director, the deputy IT director, Nate Grumbine, is generous enough to present the budget for the IT office. Thank you, Mr. Grumbine.
You're welcome. So the IT budget proposed for 2024 is $3,378,713. And we are in agreement with this proposal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Joni? Next budget to present will be Human Resources. Joni, if you give us a minute to bring it up, we'll have it available for you here in a second.
16 minutes up now. Hold on. It is available.
Okay, Joni, sorry about that.
Okay, we are in agreement with the $652,211 budget.
Thank you very much. Hughes or Janelle?
Janelle was here. Janelle, did you bring it up?
No, this is
Okay, Janelle, your budget is up now, thank you.
Myself and the tax administrator, Michael Hughes, are in agreement to the $910,376,008 budget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Janelle. Is Jeff next? Jeff, you're next.
The Planning Bureau is in agreement with the budget presented on the screen.
411,032.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is Ann present? Please. Please, Commissioner. Do you want to do all three of yours at once? Oh, no, two of yours at once. Sorry. Codes and police.
It's actually three, but the fire guys, they can do by himself. And the police, I'm sure that DC wants to join me because we have some questions.
Okay,
Okay.
excellent.
This is codes here.
Okay, we agree to the $1,195,573.
Thank you.
And then you'll move on to police then,
Yes,
please. We'll wait for DC. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you, DC Sorensen and Commissioner Carter for joining us today. We're very grateful.
I wanted to make sure I didn't have a war.
I don't know if you're gonna be grateful after you get finished hearing about what we're gonna say. I'm just joking, Tim.
DC, we ixnayed the last thing, remember?
you got any?
Okay, so we're looking at what, the $18,975,743, is that our?
He has to bring that up. Is that up?
This is 21 million for, oh, yeah, 442, it's you guys.
21 million?
Hold on, for police. It's your entire budget.
Yeah, it's just the person.
The 18 is gonna be just your personnel.
Okay, I don't have that last sheet. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so, we just have a couple questions. Go ahead.
3 points or questions in our budget under 423080, which is police professional premium. It's $293,443 for the line, but it's the exact same one that was there for 2023. So each year we do it, this is the number we get from, it's 423080. It changes every year, and the number is provided either by Dan, or I don't know where it actually comes from,
Okay,
but it hasn't changed at all this year,
okay.
okay?
We'll discuss that.
The same with 423081, police professional deductible, I guess. It's 110,000. It was a different amount the year before. It's always been a different amount, but I'm not sure why those numbers didn't change at all. I just, as a concern. If they gone up, it may affect everything else. In reference to the FICA and the personnel budget, and I'm not sure how this works, I only caught it today when I was going through the numbers to see what was adjusted. And I noticed that in all the police salaries, there is a FICA deduction. It totals $159,278, and I'm not sure, the police don't get Social Security taken out of their wages, so.
It's just the Medicare portion.
Oh, is that just
That's-
Medicare?
Yes, it's
Okay.
.10145.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
why.
And then my last one in reference to management salaries. I was a little concerned. I know we had to take the cut for a 2% across the board raise. But it being less than what every city union, they asked me, and the police we have in our contract, I'm just concerned about our future ability to recruit people into those positions and retain people, the highly qualified people we already have. Because if we keep them at 2%, and even our union employees are getting a higher percentage, it's a little demoralizing for them. So that was my last concern, unless you have any other response.
We can take that message back then. Thank you.
It wasn't that bad, Tim.
Outside of that, any other comments, concerns?
No,
All right,
no.
Thank you, Commissioner
thank you, DC.
Carter, and thank you, Deputy Chief Sorensen. Very much appreciated. We have representatives from the fire department that will join us today to do their presentation. We realize there were some last-minute changes with fire due to the arbitration award, but I think we have everything kosher now. Thank you.
Yes, Commissioner, you'll like that picture. Thank you.
I love that guy.
We have Chief Souders and Chief Solozone presenting today. Sorry if I murdered your pronunciation. They'll be presenting on behalf of the Fire Chief, Brian Enterline, today. Please move forward.
Yeah, first of all, Chief Airline apologizes. We were actually at a structure fire here just last hour, so he's still there investigating. The budget you see at $10,986,970.21 is acceptable for us, and we really have no questions as we discussed yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Public.
Jason, you want to come up for business development, please?
How you doing, Jason?
What's going on, Tim?
All right. before you is your budget. Are you okay with the $97,744.82?
Yes, we are.
You have any other questions, concerns?
Nope.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Traffic engineering, Mr. Snow. City engineer. City engineer Daniel Snow will be presenting on behalf of the Bureau of Engineering. Traffic and engineering, sorry.
Hold on, we got the wrong area. Not clear there.
Mr. Brooks is bringing that up for you.
There we go. That looks more like it.
Okay, thank you. We had the opportunity to review the $3,699,372.06 in the proposed 2024 budget, and no exceptions are taken. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you very much. Is Brian here? From Vehicle Maintenance, Fleet Management? Are you going to speak on his behalf?
Yeah.
Thank you, Austin. I wasn't sure, I apologize. Thank you. I'm sorry, Austin Griffin, the Deputy Director of Public Works. Thank you for coming and speaking on his behalf.
No problem. We have no objections to the $3,673,289.24 budget.
Thank you much.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much.
Again, there will be changes to the budget document that Leandra is handing out. So if you just take a review, and we will be able to have everyone's input when we speak afterwards.
Yes?
Let's run through. Facilities, yeah.
Mr. Baker? Mr. Baker will be presenting on behalf of Facilities and Special Projects Department.
We have no objections to our $2,606,502.56 budget for 2024.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Thank you, Mr. Baker.
These guys scare me out.
Ms. Ross, Parks and Recreation, please. Sasha Ross, the Director of Parks and Recreation, will be presenting her budget. Thank you, Ms. Ross.
We have no objections for the Park and Recreation Department's budget. Want to do park maintenance too?
We can go to that now. Thank you. We'll move to park maintenance. Let me pull that up in just a second.
We have no objections to the 2024 park maintenance budget as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your presence.
Just neighborhood services. That's what I was.
Mr. Griffin, will you be representing Neighborhood Services Fund? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Neighborhood Services is before you. Thank you.
We have no objection to the $17,678,613.58.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your presentation. We're going to circle back to City Council. Now that we have our representative, Jared Truesdale, would you please step forward and represent the department? Your office. Thank you. And Jared, can you stay for just 2 seconds afterwards if you're not in a rush? Thank you. Mr. Brooks has brought your budget up and your total's on the top there. Thank you.
So I have not spoken with President Bowers today about it, but as I'm aware of now, there's no objection to the budget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The controller.
The controller's not here. For those departments that, on offices that are not here, we've given them the opportunity to speak before us, and we're grateful if they can, we'll stay here for a little while to see which departments or offices will come a little bit late. But other than that, thank you all department directors and office representatives and our solicitor for joining us. And if you have any questions, Tim and I are here at the front desk. Thanks a lot.
Thanks again.